I come from higher dimensional space. Where am I headed? I am returning to higher dimensional space. This is why we say that when we leave this world, there are different paths. Are you descending to lower dimensions, or ascending to higher ones? If you descend to lower dimensions, your degrees of freedom diminish. The less freedom you have, the more constrained you are, and the harder it becomes to escape. If you wish to break free from these constraints, it aligns with the Buddhist concept of the 6 realms of samsara. The 6 realms imply that beings haven't yet escaped the notion of time as a constant. Humans, as they exist, live within a system of 3-dimensional perception where time is always at play. Thus, with every projection, they return to this 3-dimensional space. Why do I say projection? Take my hand, for example. It is 3-dimensional. If I were to express it in 2 dimensions, I could use front, side, and top views as its projections. How many such 2-dimensional projections exist? In fact, there are infinitely many. These infinite 2-dimensional projections share the same source. They represent the same object, merely observed from different perspectives. For beings like us in the 3-dimensional world, there are higher dimensional projectors, perhaps just 4th-dimensional ones, casting countless 3-dimensional projections. Our current existence is merely one of the countless 3-dimensional projections of our 4-dimensional projector. Those parallel 3-dimensional projections are what we call dreams, illusions, past lives, and future lives. They are all equally parallel and, therefore, equally illusory and equally real. If you believe this spacetime is real, then dreams, illusions, past lives, and future lives are also real. If you consider dreams, illusions, past lives, and future lives to be false, then this moment is equally false. Among the projections, the front, side, and top views, which is true, and which is false? They are equally false or equally true. We are too fixated on the projections of this 3-dimensional space, so we regard it as real while dismissing other spaces, which coexist but are invisible to us, as false. To truly understand the nature of these projections, we must return to the source of projection. Once we comprehend the principle of projection, we can break through these appearances. This is the essence. Instead of fixating on the phenomena we cannot see, we must return inwardly to the source of projection. Once we transform our understanding, the world changes. This is why the wisdom of Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism is filled with such high-dimensional insights. Their brilliance lies in their perspective. Modern thinking, rooted in science, seeks truth from the bottom up, starting from the 3-dimensional world and working upwards, a slow and often aimless endeavor akin to rolling dice. In contrast, Eastern wisdom views the whole from the top down. It adopts a cosmic perspective of unity between heaven and humanity, akin to the state of nirvana in Mahayana Buddhism. From this vantage point, the entire universe is viewed as a whole. Events should not be understood within their context but above them, as if observing a maze from above. Within the maze, one relies on memory and so-called knowledge, recording missteps and successes to navigate, a clumsy process. If I were to create a maze, you would not know you were going in the wrong direction until you hit a dead end. But if the maze were drawn on paper, you would see your mistake before reaching a dead end. That's the difference between navigating a 3-dimensional maze and observing it from the 4th dimension. In the reality we experience, we navigate a 3-dimensional maze where tomorrow remains unpredictable. Yet, someone who can glimpse into the 4th dimension might have an intuition about what lies ahead. Ancient sages summarized these higher dimensional observations into various systems: Ziwulingzu, a meridian flow theory; Ganji Mingli, stems and branches fate theory; Mai Xiangshu, physiognomy; Zi Wei Do Shu, astrological divination, and more. These systems reveal that everything we perceive is merely a projection, a superimposition of projections. A one-dimensional world is a projection of two-dimensional space, 2 dimensions are projections of 3 dimensions, 3 dimensions are projections of 4 dimensions, and so on. The n-one dimension is always a projection of the nth dimension. When n approaches infinity, we reach the ultimate source of all projections. In Buddhism, this is called unsurpassable perfect enlightenment. In Taoism, it is referred to as Wu-Ji, the infinite. In Christianity, it is the one and only. At this level, all human wisdom converges into unity. Thus, all appearances are projections. What does this mean? It means everything is false. Only when you believe that everything is false can you transcend duality. If you believe in true and false distinctions, you remain trapped. The true reality lies in the infinite dimensions, the realm called the true Dharma realm in Buddhism, a state of non-duality, where truth resides. When you can see through the illusions of existence, you will no longer be perplexed by them. You can then escape the illusion entirely, or transform it using another illusion, a practice known as using illusion to cultivate truth. Do illusions have meaning? Yes, they help us realize the nature of our understanding. Everything we experience is a projection of our inner consciousness, aiding us in perceiving our inner beliefs. All beliefs are obstacles. In Buddhism, they are called karma. In Christianity, they are called sin. When we overturn these inner beliefs, we unlock our higher dimensional wisdom. The projections of reality provide us with the inner motivation to overcome every challenge we face. Lastly, everything exists as part of a holographic whole. Every energy wave permeates the universe, just as ripples from a pebble tossed into a pond spread to every corner. Similarly, every thought we have resonates throughout the cosmos, and the cosmos responds in kind. This universal holographic principle underscores that all beings inherently possess perfect wisdom. As Buddha Shakyamuni said after meditating for 49 days, all sentient beings inherently possess the wisdom and virtue of Tathagata. This profound truth reflects the fundamental laws of the universe.